Death was always going to be the result for Tony Soprano. We've seen time and time again that the mob life never brings satisfaction, and you can only chase power for so long. From the opening scene of the finale, Made in America, we the audience knew Tony was a dead man. He had survived multiple assassination attempts, the movement of bosses in the Lubertazzi family, his own personal family struggles, Phil Leotardo to say the least. But his luck was bound to run out, and the final scene of The Sopranos ends his story perfectly. Because it doesn't end it. When Tony walks into the restaurant, he looks off towards his table, amongst dozens of people, as if he's seeing a vision of himself, alone. We continue to get his perspective and paranoia as he cautiously watches the door as his family comes in one by one, with Journey's Don't Stop Believin' playing in the background. Before his son AJ walks in, we see a suspicious man in a members-only jacket, a jacket of which has had both homicidal and suicidal implications from the beginning of the season. The man walks to the bathroom. We see Tony, Carmela, and AJ enjoy some onion rings as Meadow attempts to parallel park outside. Tony looks up as Meadow walks in the door, and it ends. Everything. No sound, no music, nothing. Tony is presumably killed, yet we don't see, hear, or feel anything, as if we were Tony in that moment. The abruptness goes back to what Bobby Baccalieri had asked Tony earlier in the season about what it would feel like to be assassinated.
You probably don't even hear it when it happens, right?
It also parallels to earlier in the series where Christopher warns Tony of his 3 o'clock.
Yeah, he said, tell Tony and Paulie 3 o'clock.
And the man in the jacket would have shot Tony from his right side, his 3 o'clock. While yes, he may have sympathetic qualities, all in all, Tony Soprano is a terrible person. He's a murderer.
Who are you? What is this?
Cheater. Criminal sociopath, but he's also human. Someone with emotion and love somewhere. And because we feel so immersed in this character's life, the writers spare us of having to witness his murder and the horror his family had to witness firsthand, something we have seen through other characters throughout the series. I don't think the show is perfect, however it's still one of the greatest TV shows ever made, getting us to sympathize with a sociopathic mob boss. That's why I think the ending